Well, great morning. It is Monday, August 30th, and I've just been watching a bit of YouTube's catch up on the storm, and the reading was right. My feeling was right. This was the worst one they've had ever. Um, just was, like I said the other day, and I never get this. I was just, the whole internal thing was like this. I could feel the pressure, um, as it turns out that New Orleans and stuff, you can't get a phone call out. AT&T is totally down. That wiped out a total big transformer. I mean, just they're trying to figure out, because they can't get around. They said they're trying to get around and they're getting flat tires, and it's a mess. So I want to do a reading on this, and we wish everybody there the best, but it is going to take time to clean up and reestablish things there. So the first card I get out is the Magician. I mean, it's going to take a magician. We need to use everything we've got. This is about, what all it's going to take to get this back online. And the challenge is, people are in the dark. They're in the dark. They're feeling alone, isolated. So this is no joke. Let's see what else we have. It's conscious thoughts. They need help. Okay, they need help, and they're going to continue to need help. So people are offering. There's ones there that want to offer to help, but they can't, because you can't. You can't go out until they secure the area. Make sure nobody's going to get electrocuted, and they have to, of course they're going to get help from government, but I mean, this is like need on the ground help. People are going to need help with housing, all sorts of things, because it's going to take quite some time to get the system back up. Subconscious thoughts, like I said, an abuse of power. This was no holds barred. It ripped the roofs off of houses. It's everything is down. It's a nightmare. In other words, this was a storm. You don't mess around with it, okay? You don't mess around with this storm. In the past, they did what they could to fix things. Now, thank God, the levees that they fixed after Katrina have held. Thank God for that. They held. So some things that they had done before, after the last one, did hold. It could have been worse, way worse, if those levees had gotten broken through. Short-term outcome is, it's going to take money. It's going to take aid. It's going to take a lot of help to get through this. There's a lot of structural damage. They had the hospital, the power went out. They were having to trying to get oxygen to these people. They had some hospitals that had to be evacuated. So again, we are in a dire position with this. How it sees itself. Need I say more? Okay. It's a difficult situation. Okay. how others see it, it's going to take a lot of energy, a lot of man work going forward to repair after this. Hopes and fears is not looking backward and just going forward, okay? We need to go forward, and above it we have the Knight of Pentacles. They're going to have to repair. They're going to have to make things even stronger than it's been before in order, because, you know, like I said, these storms are not going to get less. They're going to continue amping up. So they need to go forward, and just like after Katrina, they had to enforce those levees. They're going to have to do more. They're going to have to do better when it comes to building structures that can hold up against these storms. Okay? Outcome. Yeah, government getting wise, and people in power positions getting smarter, and you know, we got to look to God, we got to look above, but we've got to get people in a position that know what they're doing and listen to them. Okay, what's above all this? Okay, we need to look at the reality of it, shed light on the situation, talk about it, get prepared for the rest that are coming. And underneath of it all, we're you know, taking hits, and it's tough. We can make it through, but again, it's not going to be easy. It's not easy. So, you know, this reading is not a surprise. Like I said, they don't know exactly how bad it is until it's light. It should be light now. We should be having more coming out. But the fact is that this was the worst one that they have encountered since the 1800s, you know. And like I said, you know, when I had that feeling, I mean, I was just between the solar plexus and the heart. I knew this was just going to be really, really bad news. Because like I said, I don't get those things with weather changes. But this one, I knew whatever is coming, and it's going to be devastating.